Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be, as you saw by the title below, my full face NYX one brand makeup tutorial. I have been wanting to do this for quite some time because someone actually requested it. Thank you for requesting this video because I actually really love NYX products and I have quite a few products by them, so have enough to do a full face. I only had to go out and get like maybe 2 or 3 products to do this. So if you guys saw my recent NYX foundation review and demo, then you probably will already know what foundation I will be trying out, but there's a lot of other products that I have not tried out on camera yet. So if you guys want to see this one brand face tutorial, then please stay tuned. I'm not naked. I have on a dress up like here. So yeah. So to start off, I'm going to be taking the NYX Shine Killer primer, and I think I've talked about this in some past videos about how I really like it. And excuse the horrible looking bandage. So I have tried this out, like I said, and I absolutely love this primer. It's a really good dupe for like the Smashbox primers, I think. I may have put on just a tad bit too much because it's a little bit slippery, but it makes your skin feel so smooth. So now, of course, I'm going to be taking my NYX Total Control Drop Foundation, and this is in the shade Mocha. Love that this foundation is full coverage, and I love how it has a dropper because it just makes it so much easier to put onto your brush instead of like putting it on the back of your hand. They actually have a lot of shades in this foundation, so you shouldn't have a problem finding your shade. The only thing I would say you might have a problem with is like finding it in store. Like I noticed that my Target doesn't carry it, or like anywhere else that carries NYX does not carry it. The only place that carries this foundation is Ulta, and I just got lucky one night finding it at Ulta. So now while that's setting in, I'm going to take my favorite NYX concealer. This is the NYX HD Photogenic Concealer, I believe the name is. There's like a tag on it, but I am in the shade CW08. I used to love this concealer when I found out about it. Well, actually scratch that. When I first found out about this concealer, I did not like it. For some reason, I was so hooked on the Maybelline Fit Me, and that's still a really, really great concealer. But I really just did not like this concealer for some reason. And it probably was just the tools I was using at the time. I just didn't know what I was doing. But I don't know. As I started trying more concealers, I started liking this a lot more. It became one of my favorite concealers. So I'm just taking my beauty blender and just blending that underneath my eye. So next, I'm going to try out the NYX HD Finishing Powder, and this is the pressed finishing powder, and it's in the translucent color. Now, I've tried out the NYX Loose Mineral HD Powder, and the flashback was horrible on that. So I had to end up like throwing that away because I just never used it because it was just horrible. I tried and tried and it never worked. So I'm curious to see how this works. NYX, I don't know with their powders. I feel like I can never find one that I really like. I do have another one here that's a little bit too dark. So I can never really find one that works great for my skin tone. So I'm going to give this one a shot and see how it works. So this is just how it looks in the packaging. I'm just going to use this to set my under eye concealer with. Definitely not all over the face, just in case it does give a horrible flashback. And I'm just going to use my flat Eco Tools brush. Looks like it picks up quite a bit of product. So I'm just going to press it underneath. It instantly mattified the area, which is really nice. So I'm not going to do any baking or anything like that because, again, I'm weary of flashback. So I'm just taking it and setting all the different areas that I applied that concealer. I think it kept it highlighted, but it also really mattified the area. So I'm loving the mattification powers of this. I'm not exactly sure that's a word, but I'm loving that about this. So far this gets a thumbs up. I'm gonna just take my beauty blender and just go back over those areas just lightly, just in case there is a little bit of flashback. I'm gonna take a break from the face while all of that's kind of like sitting in, and then I'm gonna come back and do like bronzing, but I'm gonna move on to the eyes now. So for my eyes today, I'm gonna be using the NYX Avant Pop Nouveau Chic palette, and this is just what it looks like. It has 10 colors in it, and I really like these shadows. I feel like you can do quite a few different looks with this. So I am going to just dive into some of these shades today, and we'll see what I come up with. First, I'm going to be taking my NYX Conceal Correct and Contour palette here in the shade Deep, and I used to use this a lot. If you've been on my channel here for some time, then you know that this was a holy grail product of mine just for setting my under eyes, like everything. Like I love this product. So I'm going to be taking that shade that's gotten the most use and applying that as an eye primer. I find that applying an eye primer that's probably a little bit lighter than your concealer for darker skin tones, it really does help. It's like a key step that I love doing now, especially if you're going to be doing color. It's really important to use like a thick eyeshadow primer that is lighter, because our eyelids sometimes are dark and that makes it hard for eyeshadows to appear as pigmented on our skin tone. So we have to do a little extra to make eyeshadows work, but once you do it, it really does help and it really does pay off. So now I'm going to take this brown shade here and just put that in the outer V. I'm just going to build this up until it gets like a nice kind of smoky brown color in that outer crease area. And I'm using a MAC 227 brush. I'm using a MAC 217 brush to do that. I'm just going to keep picking up product until it's as deep as I want it to be before I drag it into the inner corner. I feel like it could show up a little bit better. The shades aren't as pigmented as I would like them to be. So I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of shadow, but I am going to start dragging it into the inner corner now, just right above that crease there, and just slowly dragging it. I don't want to drag too much pigmentation, but whatever's left on the brush, I slowly just drag it and bring it down. I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So I thought this would have been just a little bit more pigmented, this palette. So I don't know. I feel like it's still not really showing up really well on camera. But I am going to go and blend out just the corners with a blending brush. Looks like they blend out pretty well. Like the edges are blending out really fast and really well. But I just feel like it's blending away the shadow. Like I feel like you guys can barely even see anything. So I'm going to go into the shade next to it. It's like a kind of cool tone gray shadow, and I'm going to apply that also in the outer V area just to help deepen it up. I feel like it's helping some, but not really a whole lot. So now moving on to the lid color, I'm actually going to take this kind of bright purple shade here and apply that on my lids. It's probably going to come up really silver on camera, but it is like a light lilac shimmery purple color. I really like this color. I think it's a really pretty color. I think if the matte shadows were a little bit more pigmented, I feel like this palette would be a really good palette. So it kind of still looks a little purple on camera just from what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna just go back into that brown and just make sure everything is kind of blending together nicely. And I'm just using a Sigma brush to do that with. So I'm kind of impressed with how it looks now. I think once I get on eyeliner and lashes, I think everything will come together. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to brows though. So for brows, I'm trying out something new. This is the NYX Eyebrow Powder Pencil, and I got the shade Espresso. So this is just what it looks like. I don't know if, no, that doesn't screw off or anything. It just has a spoolie on this side and then a pencil in on this side. And I prefer pencils over like powders or pomades just because I feel like I have more control and I can just get a better looking natural brow using a pencil. So I'm just gonna spoolie my brows in an upward motion. It's really pigmented and easy to get the color. I think this color is perfect. It's blending in with my brows really perfect. I think that's the other thing that's important for natural looking brows is to make sure you have the correct shade. That's really gonna like help your brows look more natural and look fuller, but at the same time not look drawn on. So, and I usually don't do my brows after I do my face and my eyes. I always do my brows first because I like to shape or outline them with the concealer, but today I don't know why I just did them after I did my eyes. So I think they actually look pretty decent. If I had to say overall, I think this is one of the best NYX brow pencils that I have tried. To set my brows, I'm using my favorite eyebrow gel. This is the NYX Control Freak brow gel, and this is a new one because my other one had it. So love, love, love this stuff. Finishing off the rest of the face now, I'm going to just lightly kind of bring back some color and warm up my face with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. I originally got this as a pressed powder, just something to kind of replace my Makeup Forever Duo Matte, but I realized that this was too dark and I just never bought another shade. So this is in the shade Deep Dark, and it may not look too dark, but it is a little bit too dark. So I'm just going to put this around the perimeter of my face just to warm it back up. You guys know I don't really do like a full-on contour routine. I just like to kind of bronze up my face. Now I'm just going to create a little bit of shadow just on the sides of my nose just to give more of a natural contour. I'm actually going to use eyeliner today. I feel like the trend has kind of gone away of liquid eyeliner and doing like a wing and making it super sharp, but I'm going to attempt a wing. I haven't done one in a long time, but I love doing them with this NYX Epic ink liner. It makes doing a wing super duper easy. It is a very, very thin, fine tip, like felt tip. I am all done with my wing. As you can see, it was really fast and easy. I definitely recommend this eyeliner if you have trouble doing your wing liner or just any liquid line that you want to do. Definitely recommend this. You should get it because it doesn't put out a whole lot. It's also waterproof, so that makes it really great for summertime if you have oily eyelids like myself or if you do a lot of sweating. So definitely try this out. So I've applied some lashes, and now to finish off my eyes, I'm going to apply just that same brown shade here on my bottom lash line just to give it a little bit more color. And I'm also going to apply a mascara. It's not by NYX, but I do have one by NYX that I just simply cannot find in this mess of a room. But it is the NYX Doll Eye Mascara. It is a great mascara from NYX, so definitely recommend that one to you guys. Okay, my favorite part is coming up, the lips. If you guys know me, then you know I pretty much only wear NYX lipsticks. I have a lot of liquid lips. I pretty much have like all of the lip lingeries and all of the Suede, all of the nude portions of the liquid Suede lipsticks. I have like all of the nude ones of that. And I have quite a few brown lip liners by them. So I love NYX lip products. You cannot go wrong. They have tons of different colors of everything. Today I'm going to be using the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Sandstorm. I bought like 3 of these by mistake because every time I kept going to the store, I was like, oh my gosh, I love this color. Oh my gosh, I love this color. And kept forgetting what color I had at home. So, but first, to line my lips, I'm going to be taking Espresso Staple by NYX that I just love using to line my lips. I feel like with the lip liner, this is like the perfect nude for dark skin tones. It's like not a super duper bright nude, but it is kind of like a brown nude. It has a little bit of brown in it mixed with pink. It's just really nice. And for highlighter, I'm just going to take a gold shade in that Avant Pop palette to apply to my cheekbones. Okay guys, this is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed filming it for you guys. I actually really love everything in this. The only thing I'm kind of skeptical about is this finishing powder because I don't know if you guys noticed, but I am pretty shiny in these areas, and I did apply it to those areas and I'm still just pretty shiny. Please subscribe if you're not, and give this video a big thumbs up if you are into one brand makeup tutorials and you want to see more. Also, let me know down in the comments below what other brands you want to see me do. I have one other makeup brand that I want to do that I know a lot of people use, but if you have one that you recommend to me, let me know down in the comments below and I will definitely do it for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.